Across Europe, a quiet unease is slowly shaping everyday life. The old certainty of progress and a bright future is fading, replaced by doubts and a sense of not knowing what's next. People no longer see a clear path ahead. Instead, they feel the risks, economic, political, environmental, lurking around every corner. This isn't a big dramatic crash, but rather millions of people making small, careful changes. Decisions like putting off having kids, choosing safer jobs, or saving more cash show this new way of thinking. The reasons for this unease are complicated. Long-lasting money problems, worries about the climate, fast-moving technology, and public services that are stretched thin. The promises of safety and chances for a better life now feel less certain. This gap between what people expect and what's real creates a constant, low-level anxiety. In this essay, we'll look at how this shift in belief shapes choices about family, money, work, community, and trust. The focus is on the practical ways people are trying to navigate a future that no longer feels like a shared promise, but more like a personal risk. It's a story of quiet strength, finding ways to cope in uncertain times. Nowhere is this uncertainty more clear than in family decisions. Starting or growing a family is now a careful calculation. High living costs and job uncertainty make many people wait to have kids or have fewer kids. Choosing to have one child or no children is often just being realistic, not pessimistic. Families are smaller, focusing on quality over quantity. Families are turning inward, making their relationships stronger as a way to deal with outside changes. Family becomes the main safety net when outside groups can no longer be trusted. Young adults stay with their parents longer, and older parents rely more on their children. Families are closer, but they also have more burdens. Family, once a launching pad, is now a lifeboat. How people handle their money tells us a lot about how they see the future. As hope fades, taking big risks gives way to being careful and protecting what you have. Safety, not growth, becomes the main goal. Savings accounts and cash, even if they don't earn much, feel safer than risky investments. There's comfort in having quick access to your money and the clear stability of a bank balance. Many people don't trust complicated financial systems, preferring things they can touch. Real estate and gold become popular again, not just as investments, but as emotional anchors. This move back to tangible things shows a desire for control in a world that feels very uncertain. Careful money behavior, when everyone does it, slows down how fast the economy grows. Less money goes into new ideas and businesses, which makes things even slower. Individual caution becomes like a collective brake on the economy. The cycle of uncertainty and holding back just feeds itself. This quiet fear of risk shapes our economic landscape. The idea of a stable, lifelong career is fading fast. The old promise that loyalty and hard work would be rewarded with security doesn't hold up anymore. Today's workforce faces a world of short-term jobs, constant retraining, and changing roles. The gig economy is a smart response to this uncertainty, not just a passing trend. Automation and globalization make single career paths risky. Being flexible and able to adapt are now essential strategies. People are building different skills and personal brands, ready to change direction when needed. The unspoken agreement between employers and employees is now more like a business deal. Loyalty is replaced by practicality. Work identity gives way to work-life balance. Education is for life, not just a one-time event. Online courses and adult learning are booming as people try to stay relevant. Individuals are taking charge of their own growth, managing risks by constantly learning new skills. The only sure thing is change, and surviving means adapting. The career ladder is gone. Instead, there's a changing landscape of opportunities and risks. Navigating work is now about being tough, not about being stable. As trust in big organizations goes down, people's idea of community changes. Many people are stepping back from national politics and public life, feeling swamped by all the negativity and division. The old ways of getting involved, like voting or joining national groups, are fading. But this stepping back comes with a new focus on what's local. People are putting their energy into their neighborhoods, where their actions feel like they actually make a difference. Supporting local businesses, joining community projects, and helping out neighbors are becoming the new ways to get involved. Local groups offer real help when official systems seem unreliable. Small acts of helping each other build community spirit and a sense of belonging. The community becomes a basic safety net woven together by personal connections. The country feels far away, the neighborhood feels real. This isn't giving up, but a practical shift of energy to what's close and manageable. People are building small, stable worlds in the middle of bigger chaos. The borders of community are being redrawn, from national to local. In uncertain times, the local becomes the new center of focus. When trust in the future goes down, so does our faith in big organizations, like the government, the news, and even science. These groups used to be seen as strong and steady, but now more and more people are doubting them. Many feel let down by promises that weren't kept about good lives, the environment, and public health. This doubt keeps growing, fueled by the feeling that these groups are out of touch and only care about themselves. Scandals and wrong information make people even more suspicious, making official stories seem unrelated to everyday life. People turn to unofficial sources, friends, online personalities, alternative news, looking for what feels real, even if it's not always reliable. This creates echo chambers, where people only hear what they already believe, making it hard to agree on anything. These big groups try to rebuild trust by being open, but it's a slow process. Getting trust back needs more than just facts. It needs real action and fairness. Until then, society runs with a disconnect between people and the groups that are supposed to help them. This growing gap makes it even harder to work together on big problems. When people lose trust in the future, it changes how they get involved in politics in ways that seem to go against each other. For many, feeling helpless makes them not care. Fewer people vote, especially young people. Politics feels far away, like it's done by important people and doesn't matter for their real problems. This isn't about being happy with things, but more like giving up. But for others, being upset makes them want to protest. When the usual ways don't seem to work, people go into the streets, asking for action on climate change, fairness, and justice. These movements are spread out, pushed by social media, and show how deeply unhappy people are. Not caring and protesting happen at the same time, making the political world divided. Leaders who try to get popular by appealing to common people use these worries, offering simple answers and blaming others. The result is a mix of people not getting involved and people making extreme demands. Running a country democratically is hard because of both people not caring and people being upset. If there isn't a good, hopeful plan, politics will just be a place where everyone is disappointed. Living with constant uncertainty really takes a toll on our minds. Our brains love to know what's coming next. A future that feels random causes a lot of stress and worry all the time. We're seeing more and more anxiety, sadness, and burnout, especially among young people. People are dealing with this by controlling what they can, like their routines, health, and daily habits, or by practicing mindfulness to focus on right now. These are personal ways to deal with a problem that affects everyone. The news makes this worry even bigger, with constant updates and doom scrolling, making us feel like things are always in crisis. Many people are now limiting how much news they consume to protect their well-being. Because of all this, what a good life means is changing. Success is being seen in smaller, more personal ways, like close relationships, hobbies, and being part of a community. The present moment becomes very valuable when the future feels so uncertain. It's a quiet rebellion, finding meaning in what's happening right now. Even though hope was fading, Europe didn't fall apart. It changed to fit the new situation. All over society, people made small, practical changes to deal with risks and things being uncertain. Families became smaller and more focused on themselves, money matters became more careful, jobs became more flexible, and communities became more local. People trusted big organizations less, and instead, they relied more on their own judgment and what was right in front of them. These changes came with a price: slower growth, more division, and a lot of stress. trust broke into pieces, making it harder for everyone to work together on big problems. Society became like a patchwork of strong but separate groups. But this quiet way of adapting showed a deep human strength, the ability to adjust and keep going. Society isn't fragile. It's a living system, always changing itself. The future isn't a promise anymore, but a challenge that needs to be handled. Europe's story is one of practical strength, not falling apart. Quiet adaptation is its answer to things being uncertain.